Up at 3:30 this morning because we've got a big one. We're going to do the last 62 miles from here down around Cape St Vincent and to the Algarve. Cape St Vincent, and we are sailing into the Algarve. We've basically finished with the west coast of Portugal. That is such a great feeling. All the way down the west coast of Portugal. Brilliant. So, under full sail, it's so nice up here because there's none of those ocean swells anymore. The water's flat, you know, just a bit of wind waves. Another world. There's Hazel up there, as ever, hurtling along. Main looks alright though. Nice bit of balance here. There's a bit more balance on the foresail maybe, bring it forwards a little bit. Isn't that beautiful? Some fish farms over there, you won't see them on this camera, but there's lots of small buoys over there marking fish farms. A lot of it along that coast here, stay out a bit. Won't win any welding prizes. Well, underway, we just spent a few days in the Marina at Lagos, which was, well, it's a very touristy but very, very nice marina. Prices on the higher side of anything we've been to, but you know, in a way you get what you pay for, don't you? Nice, and got crew on board. There he is.
Hello guys.
Young Kerry has come out to sail with me for a week.
For a week, yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful day. So we just left the marina, bit of a beam wind, so we get some sail up in a minute, and not going very fast, so we can sail slowly along there. That's a glorious day for it. And sailing, doing 3 knots, a gentle sail. Kerry's on the tiller, so taking it easy today. Sounds like I need to oil the tiller bearings, a bit squeaky. But what a glorious day, absolutely perfect. There's Hazel over there. There's Hazel in the distance. She's got Elizabeth on board, so got a full crew complement out. And that doesn't look too bad, does it? Let's face it. Got the fishing rod out, probably catch our usual amount of fish. Yeah, none. And after all this sailing, finally got to somewhere, spend a bit of time on the beach. beach at Portimao. It's very, very nice. Beautiful bit of soft sand. And an easy row ashore. Come ashore for a nice little swim and a bit of sunbathing. Delightful. Well, we're underway and motoring into a light bit of the Levanta. It's been blowing the Levanta's easterly wind for the last couple of days, and this is a very light bit, but we've still got the waves from that easterly, so we're sort of smashing into them. They're not very big particularly, but slowing us down obviously. And we're going about 15 miles today up to Albufeira. There's a marina up there that we want to have a look at, potential for overwintering, so I'd rather like to go in there, see what it's like, check the prices, that sort of thing. So we're working our way up there. We left at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, where the breeze looked the best for the day. Yeah, well, there isn't any wind, and we're just sort of smashing into these waves, making 3 and a bit knots. Should be in by 7:30 or so. Oh yeah. Some days you just got to do it. Well, it's turned into a motor sail, but the seas have calmed down, which is nice. And got a light breeze from behind. Nearly flying the flag. It's giving us a decent push. Making good progress now. It's a beautiful afternoon. So we found this really cool, authentic Portuguese place to have a bit of lunch. I'll give you a little round. Good? What do you got, Ames?
Veggie wrap.
Oh, veggie wrap.
Beef wrap.
Beef wrap and taco things. Yeah. I'm sure what I've got, but it's all that lot now, which is more than enough. And the good old sumo drink. Well, I don't want to give you the wrong impression of Portugal. There is some wonderful local food and wine, of course. Supermarkets are really, really well stocked. Vegetables are brilliant. And the fish counter is always a delight. Fisherman's stew. That is darn good, doesn't it? Well, sadly, the marina at Albufeira was full for the winter mooring, had no spaces for us. Plus, also a bit more pricey than I would have liked. The marina at Lagos has room for winter mooring, but is more expensive. So we shall carry on with our search. We'll find something. It's not. There are several options. So it was time to move on. We're racing the tide, trying to get into Faro before the tide turns. It's 50-50 if we're going to make this one. From what we understand, the the flows into the sort of lagoony thing at Faro are quite strong, and if we don't get there before the turn of the tide, I don't think we'll get in, and we'll have to end up coming back as a marina option most of the way back to where we've just left. Not quite in the middle, well, nowhere near in the middle. So we'll see how we get on. If we can get in before the tide turns, then all well and good. If not, we'll be coming back this way, I think. It's flat, a little bit of wind on the nose, sea's really flat. I'm running the motor to the fastest it's ever run, and we'll see how we get on. Here's Kerry. So change of plans. We have, well, firstly the wind's gone up far more than forecast. We wouldn't have made it to Faro to get into the entrance before the tide turned, and so we've decided to try our luck and get into a marina here called Vilamoura. We're going to try and get in there. We're a mile and a bit away. I'll call them up at the VHF soon and try and get a berth in there and go on to Faro next opportunity. Apparently the entrance to Faro is tricky against the tide, so yeah, this is the wisest thing to do, I'm sure. And the wind is significantly more than forecast. Well, the marina at Vilamoura turned out to take a triple crown. Firstly, it had the highest concentration of large super yacht type things that I've seen in an awful long time. Secondly, it was actually the most expensive marina on the Algarve coast that we've discovered, at least, and I think we've been to most of them. And thirdly, it also boasts the highest concentration of Irish pubs, in inverted commas, that I've ever seen. Quite a place. Luckily, we were on a schedule because Kerry wanted to get onto Faro to catch his flight out. He's sadly only in for a week. So we stayed there one night in Vilamoura and got on. But that's where we're going to leave it for this time. We will move on to Faro and have the excitement of the entrance into Faro Bay, which is very much an exciting one, especially when you catch it at full tidal flow, as we did. It's a strong possibility that the fabled and promised rig video might be coming up next. You never know. I'll see if I can get that together. As for now, that's it. As ever, an enormous thank you goes out to the lovely, lovely people who support us via Patreon and paypal.me and make this whole thing possible. I assure you that the YouTube ad revenues are tiny. I'll be seeing you then. Have a good one. Bye.